I've been having some thoughts about mental health. And the core of mental health is to be happy with, for me, is to be happy with who I am, to enjoy who I am, to feel that I have something to contribute, that I can interact, that how I want to express myself will be useful, to be valuable, that I have contributed. These are all the key components of feeling of belonging. Really, we're in society and community, in groups of people. It's that who I am, who I know myself to be, that I can be that person in my community, in my work, in my relationships, that it's valuable to society, to the groups of people, that I am who I am, that I'm not I don't have to impress people, and I'm not trying to live up to anyone's expectations. But how do you do that? How do we do this? This is my definition of mental health. That real sense of being me, feeling real, feeling that I am my own best friend. So I don't need approval and validation. I'm not always looking around, because that's a fear. As soon as we introduce that level of fear into anything that we're doing, it's not really ours. We're giving it to somebody else, because we're saying, well, I did this. Are you all right with that? Did you like it? Do you think it's good? Then it sort of takes away from that real freedom of self-expression. I did this. I really love this. Sure, there might be things about it that could make it better, and that's good to know. And there could be people who just don't like it at all. Who cares? Right? It's yours. It's yours. That's what you're here for. That's what we're here for, is doing this thing and being ourselves. Now, when we think about our community, so that's my idea about mental health. We can look around our community and know people close to us who seem to be really struggling, who just don't fit in. And honestly, we could wonder, well, what's the value of that person? Or if it's someone close to us, it could seem like they're throwing their life away, their dreams are shattered, all the expectations that you might have had, they're useless, they don't work anymore. Well, how does someone in that position embrace that person that you really deeply care about, and in a way that you're still saying, yeah, I know that you need to be yourself. You are yourself. I love you for who you are. You're a worthwhile person in and of yourself. This is the value of seeing mental illness not as something that you have to kind of eradicate or wipe out or change or fix or anything like that. It's the value of saying it's like it's the way a community or a family corrects itself. When we see people are acting so contrary, or in our own family, so contrary to the definitions of success, who are just not behaving the way we expect people to behave, and we have all these feelings like, oh, you just change your behavior, you'll be accepted, you'll be good. Like, what's your problem? Or what's the big problem there? Why can't you just do what you're supposed to do and act in a way and everyone's going to like you and everything will be fine? Like, what's the problem? But the idea that all of us are we have our own self, our soul, our being that we are directly accountable for. And we can't just trample all over that to please other people. And sometimes when you see someone who's you know, struggling, who's like hospitalized or taking themselves out, and you can recognize, oh, that person was trying really, 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 really hard to do something that just wasn't them. It just didn't suit them. And now they're finding out another way of being themselves. Who are they? Like, this is what a person is asking. And when you have someone close to you in that situation, you're called inside too to think, well, what is it that I love about that person? And what matters to me? Do I care that they have this, you know, some fabulous career, or that they make lots of money, or that everybody thinks they're great? Does it matter if people know that they have a mental illness? What matters to me about that person is the same things that matter to me about myself. Like, I know who I am, and I want to be true to myself and express myself, and that's what I want for this other person. And sometimes it might look like they're doing things exactly the opposite way. It might look like they're trashing everything. Well, maybe they're trashing all these restrictions and belief systems that were holding them back. So when we look at people in our community who are doing the opposite of what we think they should be doing, well, what do we actually think people are supposed to be doing? Do we have that level of judgment about how you need to be in order to fit in and to contribute? Is it possible that when we see people with mental illnesses, they're actually our markers, our guideposts, leading us to a broader, more inclusive and diverse description of meaning of mental health? This is something that's very useful to think about. Thank you.